Well, we are still waiting for an official word from the Saudi government as to the request of the different embassies in Saudi Arabia as regards the extension of the grace period. We are hoping that the Saudi government would seriously look into this request and allow an extension so that we can repatriate all those who would like to be repatriated and also facilitate the legalization of the papers of those who want to continue working in Saudi Arabia.
Sir, yung ibig sabihin po ba meron ng parang verbal na ano sa atin?
There were talks about possible extension, but no official word has been given yet. So we will have to wait really for the official word coming from the Saudi government.
Sir, when they denied yung plan na pagpunta ni Vice President Biden sa China to hand carry the letter, do you think that that's parang getting sign na rin sa magiging response nila sa appeal natin?
I don't really want to speculate as to what kind of message they are sending to us by that decision. But it has been clear that China is very strict with the implementation of their laws regarding drug trafficking. And we also have said that we respect their laws and the decisions of their courts.
Sir, but does this come as a surprise to you, considering that in 2011, they allowed the Vice President to visit and to make his lasting or his lasting leave? But this time, they really flat out didn't want it.
Yeah, but there were also other cases where there were no any more extensions, and the Chinese government had implemented the decision of the Supreme People's Court of China.
Would you like to react, sir, about the author's trying to take China down?
Well, as we have said, that language is uncalled for, and that it has always been very clear to us, and we have always been consistent with our position as regards the West Philippine Sea issue. We continue to push for a peaceful and rules-based solution to the disputes in accordance with international law, specifically the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea, in terms of the arbitral tribunal or arbitral proceedings and the early conclusion of the Code of Conduct in the West Philippine Sea or in the South China Sea. So we believe that this approach will ensure peace and stability in the region.
Sir, China says that the Philippines is being provocative with regards to what the Secretary is saying at the ASEAN ministerial meeting. Can you justify yung statements that he made, Secretary? Are we being provocative?
Well, the Secretary was just saying a fact, and that fact is there is indeed an increasing militarization in the South China Sea with the intrusion of naval ships and other law enforcement ships from China. And we believe that these intrusions are illegal and are not valid in terms of or in accordance with international law. Remember that the Bajo de Masin law and the Ayungin area is an integral part of the Philippine national territory.
So what has happened to po ba dun sa request natin for them to pull out of the union? Ano na pong situation?
Yeah, we are still talking with them regarding that call that we had, that they have to respect our maritime zones, and that's why it is necessary that we are able to conclude a code of conduct with China, and also that we are able to proceed with our arbitral initiative. So all these approaches hopefully would be able to resolve this dispute peacefully and under a rules-based regime.
Sir, what's your take on China's willingness to negotiate a code of conduct?
Well, that would be a welcome decision on their part, but we still have to confirm whether that, as was reported, is already confirmed. Yeah. Yes.
Sir, one more thing. Sir, what's DFA's role on the plans to open up our bases to U.S. forces?
Well, this talk about access or bases, I understand that Secretary Dasmin has stated that we are examining modalities for increased rotational presence of the U.S. forces in the Philippines. We continue to talk and refine with the U.S. the parameters of this rotational presence. The Philippines will only allow the use of its facilities provided it is mutually beneficial for both parties and in accordance with the Philippine Constitution and our laws.
So will this fall under the mutual defense treaty or?
Yeah, most of the activities now that we have with the U.S. Fall under the mutual defense treaty that we have and the visiting forces agreement.
So no expansion of any previous agreement is necessary to allow this expansion?
Well, as I said, this is under examination, and both parties continue to talk about these modalities and the parameters of this possible policy. But what is very important is that whatever policies that we are able to negotiate with the U.S., it should be mutually beneficial for both the Philippines and the U.S., and that it is in accordance with our laws, specifically with our Constitution. Okay, that's all that I have.
Investigations still get to enjoy the perks of this job, since wala pa rin down, mga benefits. Wala pa kasi nagre-recommend na isuspend siya, pero hindi affiliate ka.
Well, we have to leave it up to Dole because he is under Dole, and they have their own mechanism to deal with such problems. So Dole should be dealing with the people, as DFA is dealing with our people.
Dun sa investigation, dun sa certain na tao na yun, sir, ano lang yung magiging role ng DFA?
Well, for now, what we did was to send an observer to the fact-finding team that went to Kuwait, and later on will proceed to Riyadh and Jordan. So we just want to find out exactly what is going on, and then we could share some ideas on how to go forward with this issue. Okay, so thank you very much, and see you again tomorrow, hopefully.
Ang inyo pong napanood ay ang press conference ng Department of Foreign Affairs. Ayon kay Assistant Secretary Raul Hernandez, hinihintay pa rin ng ating gobyerno ang tugon ng China sa apela ni Pangulong Aquino na babaan ang parusang bitay sa Pilipinang drug mule courier. Pero nirerespeto raw ng ating gobyerno ang mga batas ng China maging ang desisyon ng Supreme People's Court. Samantala, hinihintay rin daw ng ating gobyerno ang tugon naman ng Saudi government sa hiling natin na palawigin ang deadline na ibinigay nito sa mga undocumented OFW para gawing legal ang kanilang status. Hindi pa rin kasi tapos ang pagpoproseso ng mga travel document ng ilan nating kababayan doon para makauwi sa bansa.